Redneck Garage. Well, I'm about to do battle with the Honda. If you remember, I bought the Honda for my youngest son, and it was wrecked in the front. So today we're going to be starting to yank off stuff, tear stuff off. The first step in any type of restoration project like this is to get all the bent, broken pieces off and examine what you need, where you're going to get. Now, I've already ordered some parts, haven't got them all in yet, but it's going to take me just a little bit to get everything off of this stinging thing to be able to put in new parts. So let's get started. All right, so I got in quite a bit of stuff. I got the headlights, radiator, cooling fan, and condenser. That looks great. Puppies are playing. Yeah, hush, I'm filming, girl. All right, that looks a little rough, doesn't it? That looks just a little rough, so we're gonna open it up and see if anything's damaged in there. Looks like they rolled around in the back of a truck for a little bit. The radiator support a fender and something else, so we're gonna open it up and see how badly damaged it is. All right, so last time I did one of these, I got kind of beat up by you guys because I didn't show you any step-by-steps on what I did to the car, so I thought I'd just take a minute, show you where I'm at on this Honda as far as like getting the radiator support out and all that bent, crushed, mangled junk out of the front end of it. So here's some of the mangled parts that I've gotten off. It's kind of cold and windy today. This is the first cold day. It's about 60 degrees. I think I'm going to put just a temporary, like a little garage, one of those ones like we had before, the Redneck Garage 2. This, I guess it'd be Redneck Garage 3. But anyway, here we go. I found that one of the best tools to use is a Sawzall. And I've taken it, and basically here where these brackets went across the top, I basically just sawed up and it got those off. Cut it up into pieces, and you can see the radiator support there, it's in pieces. And the only thing I lack as far as the old parts are this little piece right here. You can see where I sawed it, and then this piece right here. All right, here's the new radiator core support, and it is so much better than I originally thought, right? Because look how far this part comes out here. That's bent a little bit, I can straighten that out. But that right here is not bent, where this is all mangled. Down there is pretty well mangled up. Same over on this side, that's even separated. And this doesn't look to be bent, but this is mangled up. So basically I know where to start taking off, is I need to start working on the spot welds and everything right in here to get this section off. And then we should be able to just slide the radiator core support in, and we'll be 99% much better off. But I'm just tickled that that radiator core support goes back that far, and it survived shipping pretty well. There's a couple little dents right here. You can see right here a couple little edges where it was dropped, but that gives me my starting point to get these front ears taken off, spot welds taken out, and it should just slide right back in there, and that is awesome. All right, I've been working in between the rain, but this is when it starts looking like a car again a little bit. You can see right here, I've split this open and was able to get this mangled piece out that goes there. And that's actually this piece on the new radiator core support is that, and it slides up into that. So now I'm working on the rest of the radiator support going across. I got to do the same thing over here to get that separated. And then go across the bottom. It's got two big bolts I can see, and it's got the one oil cooler, transmission cooler I think it is. Then we're in tall cotton. Get all this mangled stuff out. Put the battery tray back where it's supposed to go. It moved back just a little bit. The air box may have shifted just a hair, but not much. Like I said, the car runs really well, so it couldn't be too bad. Gonna have to get you can see that it pushed the air box up just enough where it tore that. So once we get the battery box out, unbolted, move it forward just where it's supposed to be, then we can really start going back together once we get all the little stuff separated out. I'm using a hole saw, and it basically cuts a hole where the spot welds are. And then I'm using an air chisel to separate some of it. And once I clean this up with a grinder, knock it all back together and weld it. So, woo, looking better. I think I can straighten up the hood. No, not really. But I think I found a hood, a windshield, and an airbag at a local junkyard. So we're going to be going out there. Hopefully, they tell me they have all the parts, but I'm pretty happy with the progress on it so far. So as you can see, we got all the radiator support off. I'm going to clean up these and then we're going to just kind of test fit it on there and see if it slides over it. Awesome. Alright, so it's starting to get dark, so I'm about to call it a night, but made a ton of progress on the car. Got the radiator core supports fitted up in there. Still going to have to do a little bit of cleanup with the grinder and hammer in and getting it just straightened up, but for the most part, that thing's going to slide right in there. Now I've got to get all my parts, and that's going to be the next thing, is looking at parts. But I've made a ton of progress in the past couple days. I'm excited. I'm David from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.